Hey guys, this is the Bostonian Critic, and I'm signing in for a new review. And before we get into my actual opinions on Peter Rabbit, this is what I gotta say right now. I have a couple of things. One, Happy Time Murders came out today, and I know I heard some bad things from critics that they're bashing about this film. But even despite that, I still want to go see it. Alright, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to see it in theaters, but if I don't, I'll probably just wait till I can be able to rent it. The other thing is happy birthday to a legendary voice actress, Griffin, who we basically know her as Daphne, Vicky, Jacqueline Thomas and Queen Moon Butterfly from Star vs. the Forces of Evil, and Vampire and Princess Angie from the Mighty Magic cartoon. I really have to admit that I honestly love Griffin the most for voice actresses. It's because she basically can do both adorable and has both an adorable and a beautiful speaking voice. And she's very funny too. So, happy 45th birthday to Griffin. And hope she has a great day. So, with that said, the other day I saw the Paddington ripoff cash-in movie, aka Peter Rabbit, the movie from, of course, Sony Pictures Animation, and it was weirdly bad. Like, it was pretty bad. Because before I had to watch this movie, to give you also a heads up, I watched a couple of reviewers that I know. Sorry. I watched a couple of reviewers that I know that already talked about this film. First, I saw Palasteos, and he didn't like it. And of course, my friend Rachel Wagner from Rachel Reviews saying it was a weirdly bad film. And yeah, it was weird. Very weird, not like in a good weird. Or not like good weird, like Ren and Stimpy good weird. It was badly weird. I was not really excited, because when I saw the trailers to this, it did look pretty bad. Or at least not as bad as the Emoji Movie, or for that matter. And if you haven't seen that review yet, I made an extreme rant, so go ahead and check that video out if you can. So, the story, it's very lackluster. Peter Rabbit is basically it's like a party animal almost. But he's basically trespassing into a guy's freaking garden, known as Joe McGregor, played by Jurassic Park actor Sam Neill, aka Dr. Grant. So Peter Rabbit is voiced by James Corden, who obviously you know him as High Five from the Emoji Movie. So we have other characters like his sisters. Or one of the Flopsy Rabbit, played by Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad herself, Margot Robbie. Elizabeth Debicki. As Mopsy Rabbit. And Benjamin Rabbit, played by Colin Moody. And Cottontail Rabbit, played by Ray from the newest Star Wars movies. Herself, Daisy Ridley. Which I actually have to admit is actually pretty cool. But they basically are trying to get rid of they're stealing vegetables off of his garden, off the owner's garden, and then one day, the owner, all of a sudden, in the first 10 minutes, dies instantly from a heart attack. Which I'm like, this is supposed to be a family show? In the words of Nostalgia Critic, for kids. I mean, wow, was this freaking weird. Basically, there's a guy named Tom McGregor, played by Domhnall Gleeson, who basically gets fired from his job because he was denied a promotion of whatever you freaking call it. He works at a toy store or something, but instead gone to his brother-in-law or something. I don't know. Or a cousin, I can't remember. This movie's just so forgettable. But he basically goes to the he knows that his granduncle, or whatever you call it, sorry. He goes to the house, and then he does the same thing that he does, and then they do the exact same thing. Like at the beginning, they try to get rid of him. So he actually does meet the artist B, which the rabbits and the other animals do love. But they basically start to form a bit of a relationship, and then Peter Rabbit tries to jeopardize it. And basically, it's Mulan 2 jeopardizing stuff. And oh yeah, we'll get into that film next month when I talk about Disney Year Part 4 of the Disney Toon Studios. So, the story and the focus is incredibly lackluster. And that's one of the biggest problems I have with this film. The other problem I have with this film, and some of the other ones I will talk about in a minute, but my biggest issue with the film, it tries so desperate to be cool and hip with kids. And it is painful to sit through. And I will admit this film is not terrible, because there are definitely good things about the film that make me say, you know what, I'm glad this is not terrible. It would come close if there was a couple of more bad things about it. But if you think Hotel Transylvania was the one that tried to be cool and hip, which technically it does, but at least it was being creative and fun at the same time. So, the other problem I have is that this film has animal cruelty. I mean, this is supposed to be a kid's film, or a family film, which I honestly think this is not much of a family film. This is more of a kid's film. Which, I don't mind kids' film as long as it's good, but it's not, honestly. But, here's the thing. This is, the owners who basically own that house in the movie anyway, basically pull the rabbit's ears and then they, hit him and all that stuff. I don't want to get too much into it, but if you see the movie, you'll probably know what I'm talking about, and it's really painful. Plus, the soundtrack to the film was the other problem. I don't mind having a soundtrack in the film as long as there's, good songs in it. Technically, there is a couple, but a lot of them, I just didn't really care for it. It just gets annoying real fast. Plus, some of the jokes do fall flat. A lot of them really do. It's kind of I do think the movie itself is unfunny. There are some good jokes, though, I will admit. There are a couple of lines I did get a good laugh at, and a couple of slapstick comedy I did laugh at. But it's just basic lowbrow humor. And I just didn't really care about it, you know? So, the only the characters I didn't really care for as well. They're just one-dimensional, basic, and generic. The only character I did actually get a likability from was the character B. I thought she was so sweet, and the actress who played her is actually really beautiful. So yeah, I found, nice and sweetness and good emotion from her. And she gets a cute line every once in a while. The voice acting on the characters, on the animated animal characters, are pretty good, I will admit. Much better for what Emoji Movie did. But so, aside from that, and the animation itself, it's actually pretty good. Aside from that, it's not much. I guess it's harmless a bit. I guess it is harmless, but like I said, the animal cruelty can be painful to sit through. And it does have that typical liar reveal meets misunderstanding story that we've seen before. And this one actually does slow down the film for me. So, overall, I just thought it was it was pretty weirdly bad. It was very generic, very boring, stupid, and not very well directed. And very well put together. I mean, it's not really worth watching. So yeah, Paddington is the way better film, but if you also want a movie that came out this year that's almost like Paddington, but at least was so freaking great that I consider it to be a masterpiece, I say Christopher Robin is the much better film. Do me a favor, folks, and watch that film instead of this hunk of crap. I don't hate it. I don't hate Peter Rabbit, the movie. It's just, I just don't like it. I just didn't really like it. Like Rachel said, she's right about it. And, I just don't know what else to say about it. So if you have seen the film, what did you think about it? Alright, just comment below, follow me on Twitter and Facebook, and if you liked the video, click like on it. If you didn't like it, click dislike. And there's a sequel coming out. If they do release it, I'll probably have to watch it anyway to see what else goes on. And it'll still be pretty bad, obviously. But if you also want a better Sony Pictures animated film that came out this year, I say go watch Hotel Transylvania 3. I saw it twice, and it gets funnier. And it was even funnier the second time I saw it. So, I am the Bostonian Critic, and I am signing out. And do take care.